Okay. Just burning some calories out here.
That's how it's fun to stay fit.
You need it. Keep going.
Don't kill that, Swag.
Telling them
hello,
all
Draco.
in there.
Yeah, sorry. My apologies.
Okay. Green light. Go for it, Renan.
Stand on pole.
Bring it in.
Here he comes. Over the hill. Here he comes.
Engage. One of you fearless tanks, grab it, please.
Got it.
Meet back on Draco, guys. Meet back on Draco. Get Melo in, get slow in, real quick.
Let's get some heals on deck. Good job.
Meet back on Draco, guys. Meet back on Draco.
Siege about to land. Good.
I'm gonna dispel it.
Slow in, real quick.
Let's get some heals on deck. Good job.
Huh, I resisted rotting flesh.
I see it around you too.
About to land. Good. Is Dracolish not dispelled?
I'm gonna dispel it.
Don't worry about dispel. Get a Melo in. Get a slow in, quick, guys.
That's a magic resistance buff, you guys.
Alright. One cancel magic. One cancel magic.
Dracolish not dispelled?
Don't worry about dispel. Get a Melo in. Get a slow in, quick, guys.
That's a magic resistance buff, you guys.
Fear in 5.
Alright. One cancel magic. One cancel magic.
It's gone.
Fear.
Still not Melo, still not slowed. What's going on, guys?
I need help with. I can't keep Beck and Balloon up. I need help.
Come on, Blue.
Fear coming. 2 seconds.
Patches the bell.
Sphere.
Belly caster, guys, but for the people casting Mellow.
You need to walk hit him. Or you're not going to land anything on him.
Meet on Draco. Find your melee range, get a Melo in, guys. Come on.
Like, have auto attack on while you're casting.
It means melee range, not just turn on auto attack.
Fear in 2. There it is.
It's on Tammany.
Your disease, guys. Clerics are running low. We can't. Jade Purple, you gotta cure your disease, buddy. I can't keep you alive. It's disease that's killing you guys.
Fear in 3. Fear's out.
Is it slow jet?
Nope.
Nope.
So Mellow.
Slowing down, next tank.
It's on deck. Back down.
I'm out of mana. 4 mana. We don't have a. We don't have a.
Sorry,
floating
Flamma.
pot. Thanks.
Just assist target, clerics. See if we can get some heals. Lots of dots. Dots, more dots, dots. Use your fearless.
We're getting low health aggro's. Is what's going on.
It's on breaks.
Yep, I'm gonna get low health right here. It's coming in today.
Heals the bricks.
Cure your disease,
It's on
guys.
Litzy.
Let's go,
Swag.
swag.
Tammany, do you have a mallet?
No. I'm gonna pop Fearless though. It's on Tammany.
Let's get with Tammany here. Let's try to keep Tammany up.
If you're fighting me for aggro,
Let's say we're dying. Got to clear mumble, you gotta speak quick.
sorry.
Can't be a long soliloquy. Cleric down.
Put down.
It's a 10% burn if you got anything.
That's a white, we don't get the DPS. Yeah, pet sets are loose.
Okay, flopper camp.
It's okay, everybody's bound at the entrance. They can be bound at the entrance, right?
Yep.
And melee aren't that far off either because we combine in Wraith.
No, Rip, this fight is trivial when he's slowed, and he's not that hard to get slowed. The hardest part is finding your melee range. If you don't swing your whatever you have and hit him, your spells will not land.
I think one of the things we could do is make sure we have a fearless tank. 2 fearless tanks with some mallets to start with.
Fearless just doesn't last long enough for it to be that helpful for this. I
It
use
lasts-
Fearless.
It lasts about 1 round, and then you're done.
I've got a mallet. Just tell me who.
Can anyone heal me out here? I had enough mana to gate, but not to cure. I'm at 2% health. Oh, thank you.
Okay, so Peng, I feel you, man. Did you swing your weapon at him first and hit him? Fozzie, did you swing your weapon at him and hit him? Okay.
Let's also make sure we get our debuffs in first next time. Like, get the debuffs and then call for dispels.
You mean dispel, then call for debuffs?
Yep.
That's true. Well, maybe he's more resistant than we're giving him credit for. I know last time we got him slowed pretty easy on the second try.
We do only have 150 shaman though, although we do have some mages for Mallow.
I got
you have mob on you.
I got 2 mobs on me here. They're the Chanter mobs. Any Chanters alive with mana? I'll just run back and forth. I also think we should always be using our pots, quite honestly. Our cure disease pots.
One thing about that is it takes 2 pots per disease, and the disease happens every 40 seconds or something like that. So
It essentially halves your time on Dracolich. It's not worth it if you're a tank. If you're a caster, you need to do it, go for it. If you're a tank or a melee, it's just not worth it.
It only takes like 2 seconds.
2 seconds per pot, and then takes 2 pots per disease.
Yeah, that's not half of 40 seconds.
That's 4 seconds and you're back in the fight. It's really hard for us to keep you guys up, healing and casting cure disease and running around.
Is it really only 2 seconds?
2 seconds.
You guys aren't buggering with me.
Try it.
No, it's pretty fast. As a tank, I wasn't noticing a huge problem from the disease.
I resisted the disease all but like right to the end. Like 8 in a row I resisted. So it matters to get your gear up.
Quad, you have so on?
I have it up. I'm here.
You have a mob on you?
Well, fantastic.
Sew me, please.
Come back, come back.
I have to drive in circles. I can't tank this.
I know, you just gotta run back towards me. Ready? Here we go. You got it. Bob and weave. Figure 8. Ah, you dirty bastard.
I'll have 2.
Yeah, I understand what you guys are saying with the cure pots, but that is not why we wiped. It's because he wasn't slowed.
Any people that...
This is a really difficult fight when he's not slowed. It's trivial when he is slowed. That's the key to the whole fight.
We got 2 pets in the camp that could really use a chanter. Do we have chanters that are outside or something, or?
Hey, do any of you good races want to help me kill this stupid bouncer?
Why don't you just zone in, man?
Well, there's people sitting out here. I don't want to just leave it with them.
We really need to get people back to the camp so we can get this under control. Trying to kite pets around, cover up.
I got him on kite. Just everyone met up. I got him on kite.
You gotta be careful. They leash so quick. That's why they keep breaking.
I got
Coming
you.
back. See, you already lost him.
Yep.
Who needs a res, by the way, that didn't bind outside? Put one in GU for me, or Arson.
I have Valorant, Madruga, Lassian. Sent me a tell.
I just got a res. This is Lauren. Don't worry about me.
Saving unnecessary reses for later, right?
Right. Were enchanters also trying to slow at the same time?
Oh yeah.
And you guys all hit with your little melee weapon?
Yep.
Alright. Did anyone see if the disease did indeed overwrite the chloroplast?
I believe it did. I had an empty buff slot in the middle of mine where my regen usually is.
Yep.
Okay.
Had chloroplast and it did not override his.
I have an odd question.
Is it related to Draco?
Actually, yes, it is. I'm just curious. What's Malo's resist? What is it? What does it check again?
Disease, I think.
Oh,
magic.
Oh, it's magic. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was just trying to remember what the clicky staff wizards have, or if they even have it right now, and what it reduced it.
In temperate flux?
Yeah, what does it do?
Thought it was magic, but I'm not.
5 to cold and fire.
Never mind then.
We could try to. The only other magic debuff we have is the Bard's one, but it's extremely difficult to land. So I don't think we'd have any luck with that.
Well,
That means Bards won't be singing resist songs for that time.
Right.
That much.
If folks see the Pivo, Kaladar, No Mercy, Carrick, Tammany, Lassane, Meadow, if you see their corpses, drag them out for us, because we cannot target them so easy.
I died on the west wall west of camp for the fight.
Don't res. I don't think res Meadows. It's an alt, and it's a druid. Just port and run here.
And Cher. Where's Cher's corpse as well? It's Cher that you're talking about, right?
Me? Yeah. But despite you saying it being a trivial fight if he slowed, he was at 7 there when I realized we were done. So we could have done it. It's like, anybody remember the old Maestro fight, where the more people you threw in at him, the faster you healed him, and the less chance you had of winning?
Oh yeah, no, I mean, we can get him, but when we got in,
I think our first attempt on him, or our second attempt on him, managed to get him slowed, and then he just died.
Yeah, no, but
nobody
that's
else
a hit,
died.
it's a hit or miss completely. It's not like a guarantee we'll do this pattern. It's a hit or miss completely.
Yeah, we'll see how this one goes.
He's not that hard to slow usually. I think we just got unlucky this time.
Yeah.
And the whole melee attack thing, yeah, it might be good to ensure that they're getting within melee range because of the, what do you call them, belly caster thing. But if everyone's going in there and they're getting feared and then they're getting diseased and they're trying to get back, and you can't have the clerics curing or druids even healing everybody. There's just too much damage from the diseases. There's some people it's going to be attrition. You got to learn to heal yourself and take care of yourself, or you're going to die. There's certain people that got to be kept alive. Enchanters that need to be out of range of the disease and the fear and just control their pets.
Yeah, that's what we normally do if we can get a slow in. Just sat in there too long trying to slow.
I mean, there needs to, how should I say this? This is my opinion. There needs to be a point in time where it's like diminishing returns. It's mana and heals, pet control versus slow. If you got Draco at 20% and he still isn't slowed, and now everybody's out of mana or dead because they've been trying to slow him the whole time, you pass that point.
Anyone see Crimson's corpse?
Not yet.
Can't find. If you're in a group with Crimson, you should be able to find his corpse on the map and drag it to us, to the clerics to res.
I mean, if even one enchanter dies and that pet gets loose.
It's actually a good point. I would almost say like 50%. Like if he's not slowed at 50%, we just go immediately into triage, like full DPS, pull casters out.
Somebody had Crimson's corpse and then they pulled it away. Where'd it go?
It's right next to me.
Because the last time we won,
Right here.
when
I got it. I assisted Spike.
When I was boxing, I was keeping my druid on the enchanters. All I was doing was curing and healing the enchanters.
Hey guys, what's the lock, please? Bitin and I are running back and we are not seeing you on the map.
You have to go ready, right?
Southeast corner.
You have to go on the... You went through the agent of change? You didn't enter the zone, did you?
I went through agent, yeah.
Okay, southeast.
Okay, thanks.
Like I personally agree with Cher on the cure disease stuff. We just can't. The clerics just can't keep up if we're curing disease and then switching to heals and whatever. So I think that's really important. I also think it's super important that the chanters.
Oh, we got a nasty storm here, so we might not make it.
Whoa.
Can you hear it? Sounds like hail.
Super big hail again.
Exciting.
Where do you live? Like Florida or something?
Connects.
Little baby hills?
You could also consider this. Remember Gornair, where it got to a point where you did like 2 rounds of something before you like dropped in all the DPS and just burned it? Like after the complete healer or something, I can't remember what it was. Maybe save your melee DPS until he's down at a certain point. Or you realize you can't get slowed and you go full burn. Rather than have everybody feared and diseased from the start. Let the pets be your main DPS while your clerics are keeping your tanks up and building aggro.
Yeah, I wish that would work. Unfortunately, it won't. The AoE range is too big.
Who's our 2 new main assists, please, for the clerics? And we'll buff as we're going. If we get all the clerics in with a bard, please. Start getting your buffs, guys. Try to get druid buffs and stuff if you can. They're really helpful.
Valor and Swag will be main assists this time.
We have, I don't know, like I'm not a melee, but last time Valorant got feared right off the bat. And it was a little bit hard for us clerics to pick it up.
That's why I'm sending Swag in as well. He'll pop Fearless.
I was thinking about that. What if we only had maybe 2 warriors popping Fearless at the beginning, with the other one saving it for if something went south a little further down.
Was there any point where there was not a tank in the mob before all the tanks died? Of course.
Well, we had a lot of low health aggro at the end there, and that was what
before that. Before that.
No, we were all
okay. So there's no problem with the tanks. Don't worry about it, guys.
Yeah, everyone just started going down after Tammany died, so the tanking was fine.
We have our tanks with some mallets, please.
Oh yeah, who needed the mallets? Brother's got one.
Litzy has one.
Valorn, you got one?
Nope, I'm good though. Don't sweat it. Give it to the warriors.
Which warrior needs one?
Give it to... Yeah.
I'm out in front of the camp. To the north. Yeah, I'm in Dark Elf form.
By the way, warriors, when you use up your mallet and you sell it for 90 plat, send that plat to Shear, because he's the guy that's been farming them up for you.
I think I'll just send him the mallet. He might get a better price than me.
Or in the case of that mallet, send it to Sprouler, please.
I just don't. We don't have to get them slowed to win. It makes it easier. But if we can get them to 7% with what just happened, without getting them slowed and everybody going out of, I shouldn't say everybody, with the people we had going out of mana trying to mallow and slow, if that mana would have been spent on heals or something else, maybe it would have been a win. I just don't think we should.
Maybe.
We either slow him or we die. I don't like that.
Well, I don't think we slow or die, but I think it's imperative that we do get them slowed. That's pretty much what this fight's about.
Well, that's what the definition of the word imperative is, right?
All right, let's focus on attempt number 2. We have some good suggestions there. Val will process it. Let's get our poop in a group. Look forward to the next one.
I would
Apologies.
say,
it's all good.
I would say don't try slowing him until Mallow lands. Because that's having enchanters go in and eat the dot.
Yeah, it's totally the raid leader's call here, guys. So whatever Bracken wants to do, he wants to do. We've had our little post-mortem bitch session. Let's move on.
Oh, thank you, Drac.
Pleasure, sir.
No, I appreciate your guys' input. At this point, though, there's not going to be a real big switch to the strategy. But I do appreciate you guys' input.
All the clerics are just bound to no mercy. We're like literally on top of them.
It's a good song. I mean, you can't complain about that.
So good song.
Hey guys, stop asking me about disease pots, please. Thank you. Thank you.
So clerics, were you guys pretty much healing with your group heal, or were you doing single targets for the most part?
Both single on tanks and group heal on group.
I was doing mainly cure disease and single targets.
All right.
Mostly group heal. My group was really great about running in. I mean, my group was all melee, so they did all run into melee range after. But I also had Vec and you, so I really appreciate the help when you were both taking a tremendous amount of damage. I couldn't keep up.
Yeah, that is one thing with having all casters in your group. When you do group heal, they're not all there.
Yeah,
because their
last
range.
time I had a bunch of casters and I made the plan beforehand and said come in, but it's
So let's talk about this now. Let's talk about this now. So it was called last time that all casters, everybody runs to Draco to meet up there.
Yes.
Did that not happen last fight?
Generally it did, but there was always like one or two people, maybe they were too far away. So right after Fear, I would go to Draco and then start casting because I can't waste time. And there was just times where 1 or 2 people would not make it back. And then I'm struggling to try to keep that one person up.
Okay. Yeah, it's really important, guys, that we all follow this strategy the same. So after the fear hits, your first priority is to get to Draco's feet. Alright, is that clear as mud? How much?
That says, gather at Draco's tummy, I'm casting group heal, just to remind people that we need to run in, but I don't know if that helps or not.
Doesn't matter if you're a caster, doesn't matter if you're whatever. We're meeting at Draco's feet. Number 1 priority after the fear, guys. So, how much does your group heal do? Clerics?
485 hit points.
So you could probably stagger that and do it every other disease dot, huh?
On the casters, for sure. It was bringing them quite a ways up.
Yeah, so just try to maximize your group heals, guys. If your group's at 80%, maybe hold off till the next sphere.
When I had a caster group last time, I memmed the second best. We have 2 choices for group heal, and so I memmed the littler one.
Which one's most efficient?
I think if you have if the casters are coming in regularly and they're going to get hit each time, then probably the bigger one is more efficient. But if we're having trouble getting people come in, then you cast it every time with the smaller one and hope that you get everybody.
Yeah, that won't be a problem this time because everyone's very clear on the strategy. Once you're feared, your number 1 priority is to get to Draco's feet.
That also, if you alternate, that also gives you time to concentrate on the tanks. On that alternating turn.
Another thing we could do, guys, is slowers, especially channers. If you guys want to use the slow right before the one your last slow that costs less mana, feel free to do that. Even if we get a 40 to 50% slow on this, it's game over. You don't have to use the highest level one.
Yeah, that'll give us a lot more casts of it too.
Need some. If you need resist disease, send tells to clerics. Make sure you get it.
Drac, I want to have me and Seth.
Don't send tells to clerics. Yeah, send tells to the necros to get it. Save the cleric mana.
Necros and druids, please.
Awesome possum. Clerics, slack on.
Channers, are we ready to round these pets up?
Yeah, there's 2 that are recharmed, I think.
Alright, do we need any more? Alright, so 1 more pet, monks, if you can make that happen. Anyone else want a pet?
I'm gonna go out exploring.
Alright, if you ask Monin for buffs and I haven't buffed you yet, please pester another shaman. I'm out of mana again.
How's mana, guys? Let's get a mana check on the clerics and raids. Okay, I need a few more minutes.
I'm assuming warrior raids and Amy warriors are no good.
That's correct.
So picky.
Did you check the west wall, Raiden, to see if any of those silverbacks went back?
That's what I'm looking at now. I just passed those mobs on the way.
Kelvin, how much does your lower level slow do? The one right before the highest.
I have to look it up. Hold on.
No problem. And you too, Rip, can you tell me what your next one down is?
It's taggers, but it doesn't have a rate, so I imagine it's 50%.
How much less mana?
Looks like roughly 45-50 for the chainer slow.
Yeah, we'd be fine with that. If you guys want to switch to that, just to give us a few more casts, that'd be great.
You charm a yellow shiver?
I did last time.
Well, then I found him.
Okay, guys, if you need an AFK, go ahead and take a 1 minute AFK. Pull's going to be in 2 minutes.
Guys, check your buffs. Don't send me tells on buffs if you've already been buffed.
Oh dear.
Yep, make sure if you're not a tank that you get a ruin. In fact, there's really no trouble in ruining the...
Somebody? Aztec.
I'm in the north corner. What is it you need?
I need to split the... Actually, someone just go... Who's next to me?
Phineas should be near there.
Ben?
Yep, what's up?
Go grab that shiver. You got him.
Channers, just put a ruin on everybody if you can, please.
Looks like you might have Draco.
Yeah, I'm getting some
Drop
distance,
it.
then I'm gonna drop.
I'm gonna take Draco off. You have the shiver?
Hold on.
Shiver is on Rainin right now.
Hold on. Someone tell me when you're ready to tag it.
I got the shiver tagged.
Alright, I'm gonna get Draco. Tag harder. I'm gonna circle him around, have him feared.
Val and Swag, you here?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Are you ready for me to split up the clerics?
I'm not getting both requests.
Not yet.
Did you tag the shiver off?
Nah, I got feared.
I got it.
Alright. I'm running Draco around.
Don't drop Draco. Good chance I got him.
No, I'm not. I'm running around.
We get the tank order again. Is it Valoran Swag?
Swag.
Maybe? Maybe? Or is that maybe?
That's English for maybe.
My little attempted humor.
Necros, do you guys get cancel magic? I think you do, right?
Cancel and nullify, yes.
Alright, if you guys could handle the cancel magic on incoming, that'd be great.
Are you clear, Finn? Ostek?
Just let us know when it's done. We'll start the debus.
The east. Just let me know when Draco aggroes.
He's still on me. I get to camp to get healed.
Pets in camp, please take it.
I'm beelining for camp, the outskirts. Actually, I will survive the dot. I'm gonna drop Draco. If I could get a kind cleric to come save me.
Raymond's to the west.
I got him.
Okay.
Careful, stay along the wall though. Draco's still in the area.
What are you guys doing to this shiverback?
Why is everyone
Stop
hitting the
it.
shiverback?
I got him missed.
I got a Drake. Woot.
Woot woot.
We were just playing the taunt game.